pupils. I know you're all doing fine and staying safe at home. My name is Mrs. Eunice, and I'm going to be taking you in English Studies, Grade 1. Okay? We're going to be looking at capital letters and the uses of capital letters today. We're going to be looking at the uses of capital letters today. Okay, come to talk of it. By the end of the lesson, I believe we'll be able to define capital letters, and we'll also be able to identify capital letters in all sentences wherever you see them, and also insert capital letters appropriately wherever you see it. Okay, so let's continue. Then we have the definition of capital letter. Now come to talk of capital letters. Capital letters are simple letters, they are big letters of what? The alphabet. They are big letters of the alphabet. There is nothing so much big about the capital letter, just the big letters of the alphabet. Okay? Just as we have letter A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V. Okay, sorry. V, W, X, Y, and Z. Okay, now, these are all capital letters of the alphabet. They are all what? Capital letters of the alphabet. Now, there is no, if you just look at it, you'll see it is just the capital letter that we have here. So we're going to be talking about the uses of these capital letters. Where can we use capital letters? Now, capital letters are used at the beginning of the following. Now, the first one, for us to use our capital letters, it could be in a sentence. You use what? Capital letters in a sentence. For example, I have here, she is a girl. Okay? So, you use it at the beginning of a sentence. If you look at the board, you see the letter S. You can see the letter S. Okay, you can see the letter S. Now, she is a girl. This is my capital letter. Let's move on. So we go to number 2. Capital letters can be used when we see proper nouns. It's used in proper nouns. For example, we have Miriam. Okay, we have Miriam. Okay, whenever we have a name of a person, we should make sure we start the letter with what? Capital letter. We have the name of a person, we make sure we start with what? Capital letter, just like we have in Miriam. If you look at the letter M, you see that M started with what? Capital letter. Also, we have John. Okay, if you look at John, John started with what? Capital letter. So whenever we have the name of a person or a proper noun, we make sure that they are what? They start in what? Capital letter. Thank you. Okay? When we want to talk about places, we want to talk about what? Places. Now we want to write about where we went to for our last vacation. For example, we went to England. Now we're not supposed to write with small letters. We write what? With capital letters. For example, we have England. Okay? So we have Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian. So if I want to write Nigeria, I don't need to write Nigeria with small letters. So I write with what? Capital letter. So we have Nigeria. And also we have Abuja. We are all in Abuja. CRADLE to Harvard is in Abuja. So when we want to talk about Abuja, we do what? We write it in what? Capital letter. We want to write the name of our school. We write it in what? Capital letters. Very good. Okay, we also write in capital letters when we come to abbreviations. Okay, I know abbreviation might sound like a big word, but it is quite simple. When we don't want to go about writing all the words, we don't want to go about writing all the meaning, we just put it in short form. For example, I know a lot of you must have heard of AIT. Okay, a lot of us must have heard of what? AIT. Sorry about that. Okay, We have CNN. Most of us, daddies and mommies, do what? Watch CNN at home. Okay, so we use capital letters to shorten words. That's to abbreviate what? Words. We have cable news network. That's really the name. Okay, but because we don't want it to be too long, so we do what? We use capital letters to what? Abbreviate it. Just like AIT. We say AIT means African Independent Television. Okay, so because we don't want to write it all, we do what? We write it in capital letters. AIT. Also, NTA. I know many times daddy and mommy will always like to watch what? NTA. But that is not the full meaning. So when we come to NTA, we have Nigerian Television Authority. So because we want it to be shortened, we write it in what? Capital letter. Very good. So we have CNN, AIT, and NTA. They are all called abbreviations, and we make sure we write them in what? Capital letter. I know you're all following. Very good. Then finally, and the last one, we use capital letters in titles of books. In titles of books. Okay, if you would do me a favor, can you just pick your English textbook there on your desk and just flip through and see the title of your book? You'll see it is written in what? Capital letter. Okay, so in titles of book, you'll see capital letters there. In films, okay, when you're watching a movie, you are seeing a movie with daddy and mommy. When they want to write the name, for example, we have Superman. When they want to write the Superman, or we have Frozen, you will see it what? In capital letters. Okay, for example, we have a book here. I know you're not very familiar with the book, but the book is called Things Fall Apart. So now in Things Fall Apart, if you look at it very well, every word started with what? Capital letter. We have things, that's the T. We have fall, that's the F. And we have A, that's the apart. Okay, so every time we are writing names of books and we are writing name of a movie, we make sure we write every word. Make sure we write them in what? Capital letters. Okay, very good. Also Mickey Mouse. I know many of us have seen Mickey Mouse. When we see Mickey Mouse, we see that the M is in what? Capital letters. I know you've all been following very well. Okay? We also have days of the week. Days of the week. You know, we have, and the months of the year. Days of the week and the months of the year. We write them what? In capital letter. If you look very well, you will see Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays. And if you look at it very well, we started writing all of them from what? Capital letters. You don't use small letters when you want to write the days of the week. For example, we have the days that we have months. So we started January this year. So if you look at January, you see letter J starting with what? Capital letter. See February, F starting with what? Capital letter. See March, M starting with what? Capital letter. Very good, you're following, okay? So we have A starting with what? Capital letter. And we have May starting with capital letter. Very good. Now, I know that with all that we've been saying, capital letter is such a simple thing to apply, okay? So let's apply it in this place. For example, my name is Joy. My name is Joy. Now, we're talking about what? Capital letters and where to use them. For example, we have the name here. Remember I said whenever you're writing a name, you do what? You use the capital letter. So Joy is in what? Capital letter. And my, which is a proper noun, is what? In capital letter. We didn't write it in small letter just like the N. No. We wrote it what? In capital letter. So we have my name is Joy. Okay, for example, I have here, I am staying safe. I want to write I am staying safe. Okay, we have I in what? capital letter. We didn't write it in small letter just like this particular I. No, we wrote it what? In capital letter. Okay, we also have she will call you on Monday. She will call you on Monday. Okay, if you look at it very well, you see that the letter S is in what? Capital letter. And also, you see that Monday is in what? Capital letter. You know, I told you that the days of the week should always start with what? Capital letter. When you're writing a sentence, and why we're teaching about capital letters is to know how to use it in what? In a sentence, when making sentences and when writing sentences, okay? So we have, she will call you on Monday. You can see our capital letters. And also, they live in America. They live in America. Okay, if you can see the proper noun that starts with what? Capital letter T. And they live in America. You can see America. You can see America with a capital letter A. Okay? America is the name of a place. America is the name of a place. That is why it will always start with what? Capital letter. Don't always forget that capital letters are used in proper nouns. They are used in places. They are used. They should be used properly when we are making sentences, okay? So I'm going to give you an assignment today. I know you've learned, and we'll still continue to talk about capital letters so that we can get better, okay? There's nothing difficult about capital letter. So I'm going to be giving you an assignment today to rewrite the following sentences using capital letters where necessary, okay? We're going to be rewriting them. We have I am a girl, okay? You can look at this. This is a proper noun, and it's in what? Small letter. So I expect you to do the needful here and correct it. Also a girl, I expect you to do the needful and do what? Correct it. Okay, so we have number 2. He traveled the previous Friday, okay? You can see Friday. You can see he also, okay? So I expect you to do what? To correct anywhere you see the need for what? Capital letters. Okay. Then number 3, we said, my name is Ibrahim. My name is Ibrahim. Okay, so I know there's an Ibrahim listening to me. Make sure you don't make mistake when writing your name. I need you to write it properly. Don't use your small letter. Write it in capital letter. And make sure the proper noun my is in what? Capital letter. Thank you all for listening to me. See you next time. Bye.